Hello everybody, this is lesson number 74. It's called Grow Up, and it has the it's an example of neoteny. I have that in the title. Neoteny is the scientific word for the retention of juvenile characteristics into adulthood. It's interesting to me when you study animals, domestic animals. For example, a domestic dog has juvenile characteristics of wolf pups. Horses will do that. The wild horses have certain traits, and then domestic horses have that. In human beings, I believe this happens quite a bit. There's nothing more disgusting than seeing a grown man acting like a little boy, or a grown woman acting like a little girl. You have women that act no different than middle school girls that are going to gang up and attack the newcomer. And these could be 35-year-old women. You know, oh, look at her. And if a group of, they said it could be a group of women working in an office, all with PhDs, and some new girl comes in and she's prettier than them or taller than them or whatever, wears a different, they're going to gang up and attack her as if they're middle school girls. And the same can be said for males. I've seen a 65-year-old gray-haired man in a fine dress suit, but he was primping and posing and trying to speak to a group just like a schoolyard bully from middle school. The biblical saying, when I was a child, I thought like a child, and when I was grown, I eventually put away the childish things. I think there is some type of biological component to this neoteny, where in our domestic world, without the harsh, there may be a oncogenes. We may discover there's things when you don't run away from saber-toothed tigers and cave hyenas that you don't turn on and mature these levels. Part of it is also people aren't understanding what's important. It's very important when you're in middle school what the other kids think of you. When you're in middle school, oh, am I accepted? I remember taking my son to a birthday party once, and he was like 12 years old, and I took him on my motorcycle, and he was so afraid I was going to put him, in the front and embarrass him. I put him on the back. It was just in the neighborhood, and he was real proud then. But the kids that don't want to be seen by their parents because they're that fragile age where they're so concerned about their peers, and they're part of that's experience, and part of that is learning that things just aren't that important. But as you get older, you realize stuff isn't that important. But there is a maturing level of starting to accept responsibility, taking some lumps, venturing out, whether it was getting your own farm, getting your own hunting territory. I mean, for thousands of years, probably millions of years, there was a maturing process in human beings. Now, I had an experience. I had a student that I had in high school, and she, because I had a minivan, said, hey, can you help me move out of the dorm? So I went into the college dorm and was moving her stuff. And up and down the halls, these people, I thought, wow, they've actually regressed from high school and are more immature than the high school kids. It's almost like the college made them younger. We are not having manhood initiation ceremonies or woman initiation ceremonies, or where you're getting responsibility that you better have this much of the garden, or you better collect these eggs, or you better shovel this coal. People that don't have any of this put on there, they don't grow up in almost any level. And then they think it's very important to do childish things. And they can be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. And Jordan Peterson's mentioned this a lot in a lot of his videos, and I'm probably not saying it very well, but we do need to grow up. All right. Hope this helps somebody. Give me a comment. Thanks. Bye.